All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is that time once again. Hopefully I'm coming through okay. Davey, good to see you. Hey, good to ears. Yeah, good to hear it, man. Hey, Coyote. You know, I should try out this tutorial. I really should. But I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I see we've had another patch today already. Hey, Bet. Hey, Biker. Hopefully this is coming through okay. And, man, what is today? Monday, right? Ugh. Monday already? I hear yesterday was Mother's Day for, well, you know, at least my part of the world. Happy Mother's Day to those that celebrate. Hey, brain damage. Hey, Adam. Mike? Yeah. Yeah, it is Monday. It's the start to the week. You know, Coyote, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Like having the in-game tutorial be in an area where you can 30k or whatnot isn't the best, but I mean it's a step in the right direction. All right, so we're gonna go just do a little bit more trade data. Yeah, Coyote, that is also a fair point. Although it seems like most of the griefers hang around Hurston, like at Everest. ArcCorp not so much, but that might change. Ah, yes, Adam, thank you. I forgot that it's my birthday. Exactly, Coyote. It's all gonna change when it goes live. There we go. I'll be from Hurston. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. You know, Cankles, that's actually not the worst idea. You know, them being part of the tutorial. Because, like, you know, with 30k protection no longer really a thing. Oh, it hurts. Oh, does it hurt? Yeah, see, Caddy, I don't go to Port Olisar. I do not truck with Port Olisar. Oh, Biker, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, like... See, that's the thing. You know, with most MMOs, anything you're doing, like, you know, if you suddenly lose connection, it's all right where you left. Not with CIG. CIG, you gotta, you know, go put everything up yourself. And if you don't, you're screwed, you know? Which is super annoying. All right, what are we gonna do this in today? Actually, what money? How much money do I have? Enough to get started.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So what we'll do is grab our C2. Hey, Tentacles. It's been forever, man. How you doing?
Thank you for visiting our corp, Stanton's capital of commerce.
See, Coyote. I don't know how I feel about that, about Port Olisar being the best design. It's the quickest to get in and out. But, like, if you have hostile elements, it is, you know, just atrociously designed. Hey, Arcturus. Yeah, no, I'm actually kind of late myself. I was doing some things. And, B-Win is fine.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Via, good to see ya.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Welcome to the ASOP.
There we go, finally.
Welcome. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
All UEE common laws are still in effect.
Hey, Spectre. Good to see you, man. Although I'm not sure. Ugh. This is not going super well. Yeah, Tentacles. It's been forever, man. Hangar 7. Oh, I'm sorry, Curious. I forgot to hit the right button. Hold on. Let me find it. Here we go. Good to see you. Much better. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to setting up all the extra buttons for scenes with camera and things like that. So, yeah, sorry. You might have to remind me on that one. So, what we're gonna do, make a couple of more bucks. What I really need to do is go do that in live. I am super broke in live. And I'm gonna need money to get started once this goes to live later this week. So, I might be doing some of that tonight or later. I'm working on video script for an updated look at the trade economy in 3.19. See if I can make it shorter than the last one, so it's not just like a book, you know. Oh, Tentacles, I'm sorry, man. Is that like that post-work glum haze as you go home? Hey, Taryn, it's still kind of getting into it. Kind of got a late start today. I had to do some stuff with the cats and whatnot. Had to run around. Took me a little bit to get stuff ready for today. But yeah, you know, it's not too bad so far. I mean, we've only been in for 10 minutes, so plenty of time for it to mess things up. Yeah, brain damage? You think there'll be a wipe? I'll take that bet. I'm gonna say no money wipe. There might be like an item wipe, but I don't think it'll wipe money. And Moss, good to see you, man. Oh, Biker, I'm sorry.
Thank you, and please visit again.
You know, Biker, there's much better games out there. There's always things like Sea of Thieves, Division 2. I'm not a big fan of Ubisoft, but Division 2 is pretty good. But yeah, there's There's a few things out there, you know. Project Wingman is fun. If you want to fly something and just have satisfying, you know, air combat. Love Project Wingman. I'm not the best at it because as soon as I got it, I went, you know what? We're gonna go hard. Go hard or go home, and I'm already home. Yeah, no, it turns out Project Wingman is still kind of tough. So yeah, you know, it's just, you know, there's alternatives. Hey, Migs. Hey, Winston. And yeah, Biker, I'm sorry, man. Sometimes, like, there's almost like a sunk cost fallacy with Star Citizen where you'll have a crap day with it and you keep spending time on it just because you want to be able to say you did something, that you accomplished something. And Star Citizen just keeps saying no. Like, you're not going to get to do that. So, no, I feel you there. And Ian, I thought it was going to be... Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic. I thought it was going to be available this patch since, you know, Vulture came in 3.18. What is it, 045 that has diamonds? And yeah, I'm curious. Temperborn is nice. I've actually gone back a little bit every now and then to Dune Spice Wars, but it's one of those games that I want to like, but it gets very close, but just kind of misses the mark, you know? Oh, tentacles! You're getting married, huh? Oh, congratulations. Rudy, good to see you, man. Taryn, how recent is Aces High? That one I might have skipped out on accident. Yeah, Ian, like that's the thing. Like it's all about salvage, and you know, mining too. They reworked the entire mining system. But like, you know, oh, new salvage contracts. Like, hey, how do I test those CIG? And they're like, buy a vulture with money. And yeah, it's really annoying. Like, oh, Anthony, I was talking about Star Citizen, you know, just being a jerk, and taking your time, and you want to keep playing it just to show that you got something productive out of that time, but it keeps saying no. However, there's other games out there that are enjoyable, like Aces High, Flight Simulator, the demo to Brew Barons. There's just a lot of decent games out there. Gee golly, let's not light the landing pad. I never get this one right either. Actually, we did. For once. 5 really, man? You've been engaged 5 years? Sorry. My apologies. Not for being engaged, for not knowing that, you know, you were engaged for 5 years. I want to be clear on that one. See, Shadow, I mean, that makes sense, but still, you know, like 318, I think it should be available 319, you know? Like, it's a starter ship for a profession. Like, they've got the whole hand salvage, but economically, that's just not viable. Oh, Coyote, Brew Barons. Brew Barons. I hate to disappoint you. Oh man, tentacles. That's not too bad, man. Oh, quartz. You know what? We're probably gonna run some quartz. Yeah. Or maybe. No, we'd have to take that into pretty sure that'd have to go to like Orison for the best price. Although let me double check who has the best price for quartz. Yeah. I got a joke. I got a joke. I got a dumb joke. Where is my... Where's my sheet? Where's my... There it is. This one really only applies to Americans because this is, you know, it's because of our measuring system. But, do you guys know that a gallon of milk has more minerals than buying like a half a gallon or a pint? Because there's 4 quarts to a gallon. I'm sorry. That was terrible. That was terrible. Okay. All right. Area 18 will take that. Yeah. We'll just buy that and get out of here. Go sell that. 4 quarts to a gallon. Yeah. Yeah, Ian, you didn't like that one? You didn't like 4 quarts to a gallon? I understand if you guys want to, you know, come shoot me now. Yeah, Skill, I'm sorry. You tuned in just in time for that. Yeah, Ian? Why do we not see rhinoceroses and trees? Ooh, James, you didn't like my joke either, did you? Ah, okay. I understand when I'm not wanted. Sea Tentacles LAN party sounds fun. I miss those.
Engines on.
Like,
Launch complete.
you know, I'm not sure I'd call it a party, but Pyrite, another friend, and myself would hook up our computers from time to time at a friend's house. You know, just 3 of us. And play things like StarCraft or Command and Conquer. It was very rare, but I enjoy those days. Yeah. We actually, sorry, at the Little Rock Zoo, we've actually had a fairly recent baby rhinoceros that arrived. You know, it's still little. I mean, it's big because it's a rhinoceros, but it's little. You know, it's a miniature tank puppy, and it's very cute. I should go back and look at it again.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, see, Anthony, like, when I say we used to do it, I think we did it maybe 4 times. Maybe. But, man, they were good times. They were really good times. Hey, Schlag, good to see you, man. Hey, Gallic. You know, it's like I want 319 to go to live, but not just yet. I need a day or 2. I gotta finish up some stuff. Although I might see if I can swap out this quantum drive because comma sucks.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, see, Anthony, like, I became a PC gamer because that's where the games were that I wanted to play. And, you know, the communities have always been nice. I miss a lot of the communities from, like, IL-2 Stermovic, Birds of Prey on PS3. But it was basically, like, 6 British dudes and an Australian playing the game by the time I left.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, Calic, I've got a couple of more that I haven't got to put up behind me yet. I've got... Okay. Hey! Thank you, Crow. Thank you, man. That'll make things a lot easier to test, that's for sure. But, like, I've got a couple more to put up and a few more on the way. And Calic, I don't know if you saw, but they announced Senator Ratbat today for Transformers. I mean, it's another Scourge mold repaint. They're getting a lot of mileage out of that mold. But, yeah, just really excited. Like, they're doing minor Megatron. Come on. Uh-oh.
Landing gear down.
Wait, nope, those are oil spills. That's fine. I thought those were landing gear that had made it, but never mind.
Complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, Anthony, that's fair. In the 90s, I wasn't even aware that you could have a computer in the house. Like, I didn't know that you could buy a computer. I thought you had to be, like, awarded one. That mostly came from watching the Carmen Sandiego trivia show with what's her face as the as like the captain or chief or, you know, whatever role she was filling. But it's like, you know, if you won the game show, you got a computer. And like, I thought that was one of the few ways, like, you had to be awarded a computer for you know, performance or meritus service. And took me a few years to find out that if you just had money, you could buy a computer. And my family were just, you know, very anti-technology. You know, Kelly, I've actually got a sound wave. I know it's kind of dark, but right here, actually, with a very precariously balanced Ravage jumping out of his chest. Hey, Brian. Good to see you, man. How go the rails? Where they get you testing today? Yeah, exactly. I thought you had to be rich. I thought you had to, like, you know, be awarded it. Oh, whereabouts did you hear that? Because they sure as heck don't tell us anything. Like, every few weeks we get an email. It's like, oh, bedsheet deformation technology is coming along quite nicely. Like, you know, next week we'll work on rubber ducky squeeze physics for NPCs. And it's never like a, all right, guys, we're this far along. We're in beta. You know what? We're gonna summon another ship, so that way it stores this one. See, Schlag, I had a neighbor. And they had an Amiga. And they had the best game for Amiga, which was Scorched Earth. You guys remember Scorched Earth? I miss Scorched Earth. There was also Scorched Earth 3D. I may have made a boo-boo. I may have made a boo-boo.
Want your company to be in good company? Our Corp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our
You know what? I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it.
You can invest in making our Corp your new home.
Ah, gotcha, Anatar. I have no way to corroborate that information. I would like to believe that it's true, but I have no way to corroborate it. Hey, McNugget. Oh yeah, Scorched Earth was great, man. Oh, Brian, that sounds like some lonely territory up there. Like, it's like one of those places you could drive for miles and not see anybody. That's how, like, New Mexico was last time I went through there, but that was 2004. I'd love to go back. Wait, McNugget, are you talking about Scorched Earth or Scorched Earth 3D? Because that one had like, you had various tanks, but there were also like AT-ATs and whatnot. Like it didn't particularly matter which kind of tank you had, but you basically had to set your angle and the power of your shot, and the wind would adjust it. I mean, it was like basically like golfing with hand grenades, but you know, the goal was the other person's tank. It was Seto, good to see you, man. Oh, Parker, Funky Bomb all the way. Gotta get them colors in. Oh, I loved Funky Bomb. Man. I could go for some Scorched Earth. Like, I know it's probably, you know, up on some Internet Archive Wayback Machine or on an old DOS simulator somewhere. I gotcha, Brian. You know, Shooter, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I'll do it once I get off the train. I just, you know, stored it, but the back end has been really bad today. Like, they released this patch, and I don't know what it's done. I don't know what it's done for stuff today, but the back end is going slow. So let's just look. Hey.
Torpedo burrito.
Good to see you, Ken. Good to see you, Beth. Thank you. And yeah, you know, you just gotta golf with okay, good, it's here. It's here. Like, you know, you lob it at the other guy and you just kind of hope that it hits. And you just got progressively more and more advanced, you know, hand grenades. Yeah, McNugget, I think I'll pass on that. Especially with this rig. Yeah, you see, Coyote, that's the thing. You know, like, I always see, like, oh, you can get 57 arrows on a Kraken, or you can get, you know, 16 Furies on a Caterpillar. And you gotta remember, someone's gotta park all those. Which means that someone has to be able to get them in and out. So while you might be able to get 16 in for, like, transportation, you know, basically like a car carrier, I don't think that's going to be 16 for, like, active deployment. You might be able to fit 4 or maybe 8, but not 16. Because, like, you want to be able to rapidly deploy them the moment that you run into an issue. Yeah, look at that. You know, we put 110k in. We're making 52k off this. That's not bad at all. Especially for quartz. Now, if we actually get the money, that's another, you know. Hey, there we go. All right. You know, Russell, probably not. Like, the Fury is neat and all, but if I carry one, that's less cargo. So I'll probably just trust turret gunners, because that's also one less ship to have to worry about. Yeah, Vol, can you imagine like 16 people like rubbing elbows on a caterpillar, waiting for action? It's like herding cats. You know, Brian, okay, so Brian, I saw something similar. I don't know if you're familiar with Greasy Khaleesi. They put a lot of videos out, you know, sometimes trolling, sometimes, you know, being legitimately helpful. Like, and when I say trolling, I mean like gameplay of them trolling, not putting out troll information. But they put out a video about them trolling Medrunners, you know, pretending to join them or whatnot, or just doing various things. And apparently Medrunners claimed a copyright strike on Khaleesi's channel, like an actual strike, not like a, you know, oh, you know, you can use this, but you can't monetize it. Like, they claimed an actual legitimate copyright strike. And I could be wrong, but I don't know if Medrunners has an actual filed copyright for any of their stuff. So it sounds like strike abuse to me. Like, I don't want to wade into it, but, you know, if they don't own the actual copyright, can they claim a copyright strike? And there's a whole lot of fallout and drama right now with Medrunners and whatever's going on with that. So I don't know everything around it, but I know it's full of drama. And I love drama, but you can enjoy drama while also being a safe distance away from it. Drama's like an explosion. You can watch, but make sure you're not caught up in it. And Tortle, good to see you. Yeah, Schlag, there's a whole thing about it. And Ruminator, good to see you, man. And also you too, Tortle. Hey, Lionel.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
And Adrian, good to see you. Yeah, it's just like, and even if they do have a copyright, I'm pretty sure it falls under fair use.
Vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I'm sorry, hold on, forever. Do they actually have like a uniform, like an in-game thing that they wear? Yeah, Corp, like, there's very little you can do if someone like files a strike on you. Yeah, Brian. Well, they're trying to be like the medical version of Fuel Rats, basically, and trying to be super professional about it. And yeah, I'm not, you know, knocking their gameplay or anything like that, but there seems to be a lot of interest in protecting their brand inside and outside of Star Citizen in a very focused way. Hey, Ruminator. Thank you, man. Thank you. Welcome on in. Appreciate that, man. Welcome to the haulers, the truckers, the luggers, the boxers. I always forget how big this hangar is. Is that it, Schlag? It's just red and white ADP? That's easy enough. Yeah, like, and, you know, that's another thing. With the limited amount of armors there are in the game, you know, it's whatever, but, like, I don't know. I don't appreciate it spilling out into outside of Star Citizen. Like copyright striking someone's stuff. Like that's a little overboard. Yeah, see, Wolf, I'm not super on the up and up about that. Like, unless that's something you enjoy. Like, some people want to sign up with a well-regulated outfit and, you know, do that. And that's fine. I just have no discipline.
You are clear to launch.
I have no discipline. And Sibo, also really good to see you, man. Sorry, you caught me in a bit of a ramble. Yeah, exactly, Coyote. Like, they gotta have some well-documented stuff to call that copyright claim. Arcturus, I'd say right about now, filing a copyright strike, because I thought you had to have a copyright to copyright strike. Yeah, Adrian, like, I'm mostly using it because it's the best way to make money.
Launch complete.
Are these doors? Okay, no, just no ATC guy today. Hey, Al. Oh. Thank you, Al. We go check out a few more things. Also, quick question.
Thank you. Please visit again.
For any of you who have been in 319, someone said that there was iron for sale. And I've never seen iron for sale. Can anybody corroborate that they have seen iron for sale as a commodity? Not, you know, a sell price, because, you know, if you refine it, you can just sell it. But, like, as an actual commodity to buy and sell for trade. Because I went looking and I couldn't find anything. And Darkside, good to see you. Yeah, Tortle, and I know they've had a lot of people who, you know, pretend to be them because, you know, they've pushed a lot of branding and a lot of media presence and whatnot. And when you've done that, it's very easy for people to impersonate that or, you know, deride it. Like, oh, who was that? Actually, it may have been Greasy Khaleesi who had applied and tried to, you know, troll from the inside. But yeah, like, I just know there's a lot of scrutiny
Landing gear up.
around it, both inside and out. See, Schlag, that sounds like the ambulances in Dallas. For those of you who don't know, Dallas, Texas actually has competing ambulance services, and they basically race each other to get to like a medical scene.
Quantum travel engaged.
Instead of the city having a contract with one company, they just basically say, yeah, whoever gets there first. And that way you've got highly competitive ambulances all running back and forth trying to beat each other to wrecks.
Quantum travel complete.
Ooh. Honestly, Brian, I would... Yeah, the C2 is about 400 right now. I mean, if you got a cat, you could easily earn the money for a C2 and then just go, hey, look, I got a cat on a C2. Hey, nice. See, wow, it has been 18 months already. Wow.
Quantum travel engaged.
That is... Thank you, man. Thank you, Sibo. You know, Biggs, that would be nice. It's almost as if, you know, if they had their supposedly competing electrical grid, that, you know, it could work. Hey, nobody. Welcome back, man.
Quantum travel complete.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the cat. I just figured I'd fly this for a little bit. Yeah, see, Schlag, usually at that point, if you're cognitive enough, you just take an Uber. Because, you know, ambulance ride, $5,000, or an Uber, which could be like $20. That's it. I'm gonna start an ambulance Uber. You can bleed on the seats, and I'll only charge, you know, $50.
Landing gear down.
Yeah. There'll be a Capri Sun in the back. Some soothing sounds of the ocean, so while you slowly bleed, you can rest in comfort. Yeah.
Complete.
I mean, my car is already red. So actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Yes, Biker, yeah, my Caterpillar is pledge. That thing stays with me for life. You know, Sibo, I gotta make a 24-month badge. Honestly, I need to rework the 1-year badge. Tried to do the mule, but you know, with 32 pixels, you don't really got a lot to work with. Honestly, Brian, I mean, like, you know, I get wanting different ships for different things, but the 400i is a heck of a bunker runner. You know, it's got tons of space, it's fast, it can get in and out, it can park well, and that's what I use mine for. Like, it's a beautiful little cigarette boat. Yeah, but Schlag, I'm talking real life, you know? I'm just gonna show up in, like, cargo pants and an icy shirt. In fact, I'm wearing my icy shirt today. Yeah, Migs. Yeah. Like, well, you know, it wouldn't be the IV. Like, they'd have to do their own IV. So I'd be driving and... Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, like, I want the cat to have some love. I really want the cat to have some love. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and buy all their agresium while I'm here. Let's get off that, then back on. Supposedly, Uliseto, supposedly. Now, I'm not gonna believe it until I'm flying it in PTU. Yeah, see, Brian, you got multiple entrances. I mean, you know, even though you have to use each entrance to go to the exact same part of the ship, but you know, a 400i is just such a nice little rum runner. Biker, it's 576 for the Caterpillar, and then 696 for the C2, so a little over 100 extra in the C2. Yeah, Volv, that's the way I feel, because I remember when the Hull C was supposed to be almost ready back in 2019. And that was, man, that was 4 years ago. That was nearly 4 years ago. Yeah, Uliseto. Finally. Finally. I'm sorry, Cody. You want promised modularity? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't think I can help you there. I think you're asking too much for the modularity that was promised. Oh, and Silver, they just fixed the animation on the C2 elevator. You know how it used to float down before? They finally fixed that. So, Brian, what the issue is, the Caterpillar and the snub, or the command module, the way it's designed now, is all one ship model. Basically, they have to redo the ship model for the Caterpillar to make it to where that is a snub. Because, like, right now, it's basically just one model that looks like two models. You know, a lie. That's how you do a lot of texturing and modeling and whatnot in games. And just, you know, most of game graphics are smoke and mirrors. But yeah, for them to actually make the snub or command module work on the Caterpillar, they have to rebuild the Caterpillar. And that's not going to happen for a long time. You know, Klein, that's a good question. I would say the largest SCU-wise, like cargo space-wise, that you're comfortable starting with. At the moment, there's not a lot of quality over quantity cargo. So, like, you know, you can run drugs on a small ship, but the drug economy is very bad. At the same time, trade in general is also very bad. It's about to get a lot better, but they neglect a lot of trade. So, really, the largest amount of cargo you can start with, the better. But if you're looking at sinking real money into it, I might cool off on that idea for the time being until we see meaningful adjustment.
Quantum travel complete.
You know, Schlag, I've noticed there's a lot of things that are waiting on other things to work. Seems to be a reoccurring theme. Yeah, Brian? Yeah, Klein, of course, man. Like, I'll tell you, there's some good trade opportunity in 319. And if you're gonna buy, like, a ship, you can always make the money for it in-game. You know, it won't be permanent because they do eventual wipes every now and then because they're, you know, still developing. But it's easy enough to get a couple of million together to get a starting ship or rent. Like, you can rent the Constellations now. And actually make okay money. It's just like, in 318, you can make more money shooting things on a C2 than you can hauling in it. And the C2 is the largest possible trade ship that we have access to at the moment. Yeah, exactly. Like what Coyote said. Something about trade, like CIG just hates. They're like, oh, filthy traders. Always asking for more, never waiting for their coin. If only there was a way to separate them from it.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And then like some little like squirrely assistant's like, pardon me, my lord, but what if we turned off 30k protection to separate nobody from traders? And then CIG goes, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh yeah, let's turn off 30k protection. That's them. That's what CIG sounds like in that situation. I will not be taking notes on my performance.
Alert. Alert.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Landing. Engines off.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, exactly, JM. Like, you can actually make money renting a prospector now. It's quite nice. Oh, yeah. D-Jads? I'm gonna go with Diads until you tell me otherwise. 30k protection has not exactly been working for a while. Thank you, Adrian. I should have done a flippy flip. I really should have. I just kind of coming at an angle and I didn't know if I had enough time. It's used to flying my caterpillar. Well, I gotta give it a little bit more room. I should just go and send that up. Oh, uncivil. I don't know if they'll ever get rid of 30Ks. Because that's just a catch-all for oh no's. Something bad happened and the universe no longer exists. Ah, gotcha, Adrian. I appreciate that. I'll take that too. I'll take a 7 out of 10. Like, yeah, JM. I know. I just like, I feel like the attitude about it is very laissez-faire.
It takes all of us working together to keep our corps safe and secure. Be vigilant and report.
Yeah, well, if it hasn't worked for me at all in 319 yet. Like, I literally had a ship in the hangar at Lorville and had a 30k while, you know, catching the train. Ship was not stored, ship was not saved. It was literally in the hangar
Personal belongings
waiting.
are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage
And I lost
at
it all.
times.
I gotcha. I'm sorry, Uncivil. I'm sorry, man. So, Biker, I've got it on by default, but I also have it set to only one key. My decoupled mode is set to caps lock. Because that's what it used to be back in 2.0. I feel like it's a very important button. And it should have its own independent button instead of having a 2-button combination. Because, like, if you're in a situation where you're just, you know, flying all over the place, having to take 2 fingers to hit a combo is not ideal. Oh, Adrian, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, that sucks. I lost a lot of money, but it was my own fault because I had every single dollar I owned tied up in my Caterpillar for trade. And then 319 went to, you know, PTU, so I immediately abandoned my Caterpillar. Heck yeah, Brian. I'm glad to hear that. Another caps lock decoupler. That's the old 2.0 controls right there. Oh yeah, Coyote. The 30 L's. No, I've taken more than 30 L's in my time. Oh no, Adrian, like, listen, there's this very unique thing about trade where trade is the only thing that suffers because the universe stopped existing. If you're out shooting things and the server crash happens, oh no. You know, well, I guess mining too. It's just there's there's no way to be compensated for that. Yeah, that's an interesting setup, Parker. What's strafe up, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, see, on civil, like in my day, R and F, where you're strafe up and strafe down. So that's how I've continued on. Caps lock being my my couple decouple. Oops, not me. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah. Go on, take your time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, you know, mining, it's like, well, that was a really good load. And I'm still sad that I lost it. You know, meanwhile in trade, it's like, oh God. Oh no. That was my last dollar. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Sorry. I'm bad at reading. Yeah, Parker. That's what I've been getting a lot of too. You know what, Curious, if it had the sound to it too, then I would be okay with that. I miss that sound. Like, I would set that as a ringtone if I ever turned on the ringtones to my phone. My phone permanently stays on silent. Like, if it's important, I'll call you back.
Waiting passengers should be mindful of the platform's edge. Strong winds can arise.
So I've been putting together like all the information for a new video. It just talks about, you know, the overviews of each new commodity, and I'm gonna double check again, but diamond's kind of in a weird place. Ian, I've done a little bit of it. So maybe technically we could go out and do some of that, because I know they readjusted prices on a lot of components. Yeah, see, Shadow, like, that's the thing. It's like, I know it's supposed to do that, and sometimes it has done that, but it's like every time I've had cargo on it, never end up going back. Yeah, in Civil, I sure can. It's still a work in progress, just, you know. But yeah, 1 second. I will... Sorry, I'm just updating some things right quick.
Now arriving.
One second. You know, Klein, I don't know if there's gonna be a wipe. I do not know if there's gonna be a wipe. Because I'm kind of in the same boat as you.
Trap now approaching.
All right. And civil nope, that's not it. That's not it. 1 second. I just messed up my whole thing. There we go. Yeah, you know, it's a realistic commodity hauling. Like, I've done a little bit of it, you know, it's mostly picking things off. Oh, and Civil, I wouldn't mind a bit more of a streamline. Like, this is more of just like, this one's very unstreamlined just because it's quick internal use. Because it's not set up. It's not set up for each individual location. It's more of just a quick overview of each commodity. You know, highest possible price or sell price, lowest possible buy price, profit margin, buy, and yada yada. And it focuses more on that than where to find it, for example.
We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Hangar 7. Yeah, Parker, we'll swing by Humboldt right quick, but I don't think it's going to be there. I don't think they'll turn it on until, you know, Invictus.
It takes all of us working together to keep our corps
Oh, Monkey, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Star Citizen, unfortunately. It's kind of a rough time to play right now. Like, 318 was in development for so long. And we got it, and it wasn't very good. So, I am sorry, man. Like, I feel you. Hey, Matt. You know, Matt, I feel like it would be an icy. Just like an icy cup. Maybe an Autobot symbol. But like, hold on. One of... I got myself one of these. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, Sykes. Hey, Chris. That or, you know, a transformer. Speaking of which, I actually found an Optimus Primal at Walmart the other day. You guys want to see Optimus Primal? You guys want to see Big Monkey? It's the new one for the movie. Look at him. He's got his samurai swords and everything. And like, you know, as a company goes, you gotta be really good to make a transformer that goes from monocolor biped to monocolor biped. Like that's a tough sell right there. Oh. Hey, Gideon, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Oh, Klein. Klein, you have no idea. Every day I open TF Wiki and I count the days. I've already got my tickets. I have purchased 4 tickets strategically, so that way I can gather all the early access posters. By the way, if you did not know this, the early access showings on June 7th, there is a beautiful poster. It's a graffitied Optimus Prime or Optimus Primal. And you also get a maximum emblem patch to sew onto a jacket. I will be getting all of those. All of those. I have strategically purchased my seats to minimize the amount of cell phone screen I can see. And then I will probably go back and see the movie again the next day. What I need to do...
Thank you. Please visit again.
What I need to do is... okay, so there's 2 theaters close to me that are showing it early. One is pretty booked. One hasn't sold any tickets yet. And I want to go see a movie there. I thought about going tonight to see if maybe just the screens suck or something. But I kind of want to do that because if the screens don't suck, if I can get that whole theater to myself, yeah, it's exactly what I want. Oh, Parker, have you seen the gamer edition of Optimus from War for Cybertron? I don't have it yet, but I'm hyped for it. I will. Eventually, it might make its way to my my neck of the woods. Oh yeah, Klein, that'd be huge. I mean, I know they're kind of hard to make out behind me, but you know, I got a couple. And thank you, Uliseto. You know, back in the 90s, it was all truck, not monkey, and now it's truck and monkey. And I'm excited for that. Arcturus, you could say that I'm highly invested in both the structured storyline and merchandise of a particular subject. How about that? Go with that. Yeah, Ian, was it good? I haven't really participated in the Avatar movies yet. When I worked at GameStop when Avatar came out, and the commercials for Avatar were constant for months. And it has nothing to do with the quality of Avatar. But like it made me hate it. If you worked at GameStop in about, I think, 2009, 2010, you know what I'm talking about. Because they just put in those networked TVs and they played constantly. Same thing with Blackjack's The Metal on the PS3 kiosk. Oh, Moonraker, tell me. Actually, maybe don't tell me about Paul Rubens. You know, Matt, that's a good question. You know, when I was a kid, I would have said of train. But like, that's the thing I don't get. Like the Decepticons, they got Astro Train, and he turns into 2 things: a space shuttle and a locomotive. And it's like, yes, you can go across the infinite known galaxies, and also go back and forth. Now question, Matt. Now, when we say transform, are we bringing Beast Wars into this? Like, can we do animals too, or does it gotta be like conventional Transformers stuff? Hey, nuts. Actually, Park, that's pretty much Astro Train. He's a steam engine. Oh, get it? It's not the worst. It's gotten better. It's gotten a lot better. I'm not gonna say that it's in a good position, but it is in a better position. There's a lot of gaps between like trading hierarchies as far as prices go. But it's still better, and I think it's easier to recover from losing a lot of money. They've put a lot of stuff more on the low end that's actually viable for bulk traders. There's things that are actually more viable now for medium traders like Barrel. Barrel makes the same or more than like Laranite, and it's all over the place. Medium-sized haulers like a Freelancer or a Freelancer Max can actually make okay money. and they can do it without having to fight for Laranite. I mean, if anything, they'll probably be fighting for Beryl, and there'll be enough Laranite left over for someone else to go grab it. So, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously hopeful. But, yeah, Schlag, like, you know, as soon as I heard about unobtainium, I was like, oh, God, no. And then Chris Roberts is like, all right, I got it. Everybody ready? We're gonna mine quantanium. And I was like, Chris, please, God, no, don't call it quantanium. Don't pull an Avatar. It's like, no, it's all right, because it lets you quantum see. That's why it's called quantanium. Yeah. I'm Chris Roberts. By a spaceship. That's not what he sounds like. But, yeah, no, it's like Soundwave did animals. You know, he had Ravage, Ratbat, Squawkbox, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, and, you know, the two humanoids, you know, Frenzy, Rumble. There was a couple of others, but they were more like comics and, you know, smaller toys. You know what? I'm gonna go pigeon. I would transform into a pigeon, like a regular sized pigeon, not like, you know, like a 6 foot tall. Actually, yeah, no, just regular pigeon. Because, like, you know, people are always like, oh, an eagle, it's so majestic. Like, a pigeon gets to hang out in the park all day, eat whatever it wants, you know? Like, pigeons got it good, man. Pigeons got it. So, like, you ever see a fat pigeon? Like, you people that live in the cities, take a good look at the, like, those pigeons. You just, they look huggable. Pigeons look huggable. We don't get a lot of pigeons where I live, but, like, you know, like, I was in DC and, you know, Chicago before that, and the pigeons on the sidewalk, they looked like those little squeezy toys of animals where you squeeze them and, like, the eyes bug out. And, dude, I wanted to hug a pigeon so bad. But, you know, pigeons, they can go anywhere. They're allowed in most shops, or at least tolerated in most shops. You know, they get to hang out and do whatever. You know, just, yeah, I'd go to the pigeon. I like pigeons. Old people feed them all the time. Like, you would never have to worry about a meal. Like, you just show up to the park. You're like, yo, what up, Gramps? Cuckoo. You know, give me that bread. Oh yeah, no, you don't feed birds bread. Right. Seed. Give me that. Wait. I'm not gonna say that on stream. Never mind. I see the context that can be taken out of, but you know what I mean. I think pigeons got a pretty laid back life. But yeah. Chris, I'll used to use my phone. Apparently I've got time because I forgot about the stupid comma quantum drive. See, exactly, G. Exactly. Like, you got pigeons living in a supermarket, just going cuckoo, eating oranges. Let's see. What am I looking for? Wood pigeon. Let's see what a wood pigeon looks like. Oh yeah, that thing's adorable. That thing's beautiful. Oh, that's a fat one. Oh, that's a fat pigeon. Yeah, see? You know, like, are they luxurious? Are they beautiful? Nah. But I guarantee you they're having fun. Oh yeah, gee, I mean, like, I'm sure they ransacked the place. You guys having fun coming up with MacGuffinariums? Oh yeah, Kelly. I never would have assumed otherwise. Let's just imagine like a whole group of pigeons like heisting like a supermarket. I want pistachios now. Oh, Flaw, I'm sure they do, man. I'm sure they do. They, no, that's the thing about birds. Like, they don't really know where to go to the bathroom, so they just kind of do it anywhere.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, see, Klein, like, I live in a very rural part of Arkansas, which itself is a very rural state in America. And, pigeons don't show up a lot here. Like, you might get them in, like, Little Rock, our capital city, but, yeah, aside from that, they don't really show up. Oh, what a person. See, if I didn't have a comma, I could already be gone. Yeah, see, you guys are having way too much fun with all this unobtainium MacGuffinism. Exactly, Anthony. And people like pigeons, or they tolerate them. Get some old people in the park, and they're like, hey, here's some food for you, pigeon. I'm gonna tell you about my grandkids now. And how I'm sad. And how, after 20 years of asking them to bring back Matlock, they still haven't done it.
Quantum travel engaged.
Actually, that's probably 30 years now. No, Flaw! No, they're great! They're great! What you do is you take the pigeon poo and you mix it with, what is it? Saltpeter? Sulfur? I mean, basically, you get the boom boom powder, you know? Wait, I'm sorry. Hold up. Hold up. Cereal, you're serious? They are... They're finally bringing back Matlock? Oh. Okay, that actually... See, alright. So imagine, like, being a pigeon in the park, and some old dude is telling you about the time that he made a petition that got so big they actually brought back Matlock. It's like, hey, I'm gonna tell you about the time I actually brought back Matlock. And you know, like, realistically, the pigeon doesn't care. It's a pigeon, but honestly, people are just happy to have something or someone to listen to. So, you know, the pigeon gets a meal and someone else gets something to listen to them and makes them feel like they matter in the world. So, pigeon's still doing good. Pigeon still contributes to society. And, you know, so, like, that's fair. I mean, I don't like anything pooping on me. But usually I, you know, take it out on the individual creature and not all of its kind. Yeah, that's it. Iliceto. It's like, It's like, is he still going on about Star Citizen? It's like, oh, come on, man. It's Pyro. Pyro ain't ever coming out. Now pass me that bread. It's like, oh, but Georgie, you want a diet? You can't have any bread. We'll do a whole 20-minute bit about these two pigeons listening to this guy talk about Star Citizen in the park. Because Star Citizen has now been in development for 30 plus years, and everyone who pledged for it is now old and fragile and feeble and feeding pigeons in the park. Man. Let's see. Like, okay, so titanium. Like, look at this. Almost half the price of what it used to be. Which is great. It's amazing. Which means we're just gonna, you know, take all the Laranite. Well, take a little bit of Laranite. I mean, Moonraker we could. I mean, we could make a whole movie out of that. Yeah, Serial. Like, that's the thing. There's so many positions open, too, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys have looked at the Star Citizen website or CIG website. But they got a lot of positions open. A lot. And, you know, you can also argue they need to pay more, which I think they should probably just raise pay across the board. Let's be honest. They probably got the money for it. But, the more people they can hire, the faster they can move. Brian, which train you on now? Or wait, are you on like... Are you in like... in-game train? Ooh. 30 more miles of... Oof, oof. Oh, Brian. Sorry, man. Do you get to at least, you know, enjoy the scenery? Or, like, are you glued to, like, all the computer equipment while you're doing it? You know, Flaw, I don't know where they are in release, because they've been kind of mum the last couple of years. But there is a company called Sublight Dynamics, and they've got a 6 degrees of freedom stick. In fact, I've got one. I did testing for it. And it's all the controls on one arm. You know, pitch, yaw, the other one, roll. And then, like, you know, up, down, left, right, back, forward. Plus all your buttons. I don't know if that would help, but that might be something to look at, you know, if you're only able to use one arm. You know, something, anyway. Wait, Parker, French dev, like the ones for the Montreal studio? See, now they got an office in France. But... So Unte, it's not dynamic. It's still the same. It's still the same economy. Actually, technically, it is kind of a dynamic economy, but it's not. You know, I know what you mean. It's not like that.
Quantum travel engaged. Landing gear.
Oh, that's fair, Brian. See, to me that sounds fun, but I can understand how when you do it for work, it would become, you know, monotonous. Like, people always say, like, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And that person has never achieved the depression of doing the thing they think they wanted and watching it be used against them to slowly become something they hate. Gee, that was depressing. But yeah, no, I got you. I can see where that starts getting boring, especially at 10 miles an hour.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, that's fair, Flaw. Yeah, Fen, like getting all the components off of it, or even just taking the ones where you can salvage them and find random cargo in them. Those are fun. I enjoy that. We might actually do some of that. Hey, Darren. Good to see you, man. To see you indeed. How you feeling? Oh, Brian, that's fair.
Quantum travel.
You know, there's some good books out there these days. Some good TV shows. I really enjoy Ghosts. The British one, not the American one. But yeah, just, you know, if you need something to do. Origami is always fun. What?
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you, man. You scared me for just a brief moment. Thank you. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. And Sandra, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, nice, Brian. Good to do. Like, I started Good Omens forever ago, but I've been absolute trash at just reading in general. I just keep letting so many things distract me. And, it's a really bad habit. And I could say that I could read, like, while I'm in the car, but usually if I go somewhere, I'm the one driving. And when I'm a passenger, reading just makes me sick. Like, you know, car sick. So I should just, you know, divulge myself from the computer or divest myself from the computer. But, man, that is so hard to do. Yeah, we got time. It's not too windy here.
Alert.
Yeah.
Alert.
Whoa! No. Whoa! No, we touched. I thought I could pull it off just barely, but there was a nose boop. That was a failure.
Complete.
That was a failure. If we were playing Operation, my nose would have lit up bright red. And, you know, that's also fair, you know, improving the whole enjoying the things you enjoy. I just, like, I know there's some people that genuinely enjoy their job. It just, you know, it doesn't seem like it always pans out for everybody who tries it. Sandra, they already did, actually. Well, I don't know if it was a full nerf, but they adjusted the price on salvage components. Yeah, I'm gonna... probably about to experience that for myself. Caddy, which Transformers book? I know there was, like, a couple of kids' ones. I actually have my Covenant of Primus. I need to hang it up. Oh. Oh, you got me. I was invested in that conversation. Oh, thank you, Ute. You know, like, I've considered it, but I really like my mouse and keyboard. I want to fly with sticks. But this is really just a vanity thing, Unte. I'm being vain. But I really enjoy when someone's like, you know, hey Jack, what sticks do you fly with? And I get to be like, mouse and keyboard. And, you know. Am I being vain? Yes. But it's nice to be the mouse and keyboard guy. I'm gonna trust that to transfer. Yeah, McNugget, that's fair. Like, I used to really enjoy my job at Best Buy. like when I would, you know, because I worked asset protection. Because, you know, just watching people on camera, you know, looking for all the signs, like getting a bus together and whatnot, or even just spooking them, you know. Because honestly, if you spook them enough where they drop the product and don't end up stealing, that saved me a lot of paperwork. Oh, that saved me so much paperwork. I get to go, oh yeah, this guy was being suspicious, and he shoved it up his shirt, and then he got spooked and he tossed it and then he walked out. That's it. Versus, oh, you know, we had to confront him, do this, da da da. You know, here's all the information. But we have a lot of days that just suck.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Yeah, that's it, Arcturious. Yeah. All you need is one of these, and well, I'm not gonna pick up my keyboard because it's heavy and wired, and actually, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, and one of these. This particular one was sent to me by Mr. Goldember. It is a beautiful, wonderful keyboard, probably the most luxurious thing I've ever typed on. What do you mean, Anthony? Yeah, you see, UK, like, you know, sticks. Like, here's the thing. You know, use the thing that works the best for you. You know, people will praise twin stick supremacy or
When disembarking the train.
stick and mouse or just keyboard. But, you know, it's whatever works best for you. And sticks look so fun. But I'm really just a fan of using my, just mouse and keyboard. Ah, I gotcha. You know, Anthony, my greatest turnaround during asset protection was a guy stole a power cord for his GPS, but he got so scared that he left his GPS. So, like, really, I kind of came out net positive. Like, he stole to us, a $2 cord, and I got his GPS. Yeah, exactly, Psych. You know, whatever floats your goat. And Brian, I want to know what laptop you play on, man. Like, I always want like a laptop, because you always do the whole, wow, I'm in a place for once. You know, I sure wish I had a system that I could play stuff on. And I've never had a decent laptop. I know they're really hard to come across. Because, like, last laptop I had, yeah, no. Hey, Profeta. Good to see you. I don't know, Brian. If it can, I mean, a laptop that runs Star Citizen, that sounds like something special to me. How did we? 1, 2. Okay, that's eating my money. How do we start with? Okay, there we go. It's just slow. It's being really slow. Yeah, see, like, I've thought about doing those weird, like, chunky portable desktop builds. You know, you've got like the hinge with the screen and whatnot, but that's not the same. You're not gonna travel with one of those. It's just, I feel like any laptop that can play Star Citizen is at least noteworthy. Especially if it's older. Hey, Blighty. Good to see you, man. And are you dual boxing it? Are you running like are you doing like a salvage job dual box? That's pretty cool. See, Professor, that's some pretty good, you know, stuff right there. Like the guy I play D&D with, like, he's got a laptop, and, you know, like, spec-wise, it's okay, but I've noticed that the specs don't seem to match up to performance. Like, I'll be playing D&D, and, like, he'll use it just for a map, like Roll20. And, like, he'll have issues out of it. And I want to say it's just Roll20 being an unoptimized, you know, RAM hog. But yeah, like, thought about buying some more RAM for him, because, you know, it's laptop RAM. It can't be that expensive. Just to get it going. But they redone the whole setup so you can actually use a TV as a monitor to his desktop. So that's made things a lot easier. Ah, gotcha, Brian. Yeah, like, I like a lot of the older Asus stuff. They've recently come under a lot of hot water for their recent things, but you know, old stuff was pretty good. Ah, gotcha, Blighty. I'm sorry, did you guys just see floating guy? You're good, Brian. You don't have to worry about that. Ryzen... Well, okay, so... Ryzen is the name of the processor, but some of the processors will also have an onboard graphics card, depending. I don't think yours will, but don't quote me on that. I have not memorized every Ryzen processor, especially the mobile ones. Hey, Garrett. Good to see you, man. Hey, Mr. E. Long time. And you're on a laptop too, huh? See, you guys are making me think it's more viable.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Yeah, like Anthony, like I've got an Asus phone. I've got an Asus phone and an Asus motherboard. I know they had there was a big thing about one like how it interacts with the Ryzen processors recently. Hangar 5. Should have grabbed a what do you call that? The skin melting gun. Salvage beam. Not salvage beam. Tractor beam. Yeah, see, UK, that's tolerable. I mean, shoot. I feel like you kind of get those frames anyway, no matter like how beefy your system is. But, oh, whoops. It's also nice to play other things on the go, too. But I don't leave the house that much either. So. Nice, citizen. I've been trading a little bit, just making my money back in PTU. I should be doing it in PU, but I'm also just kind of testing how quickly you can make money back. And it seems to be going all right. I mean, like right now, you know, titanium is pretty easy. Titanium is really easy to bounce back with.
You are clear to launch.
A journey worth taking. Systems on.
Ah, Turtle, I'm sorry, man. Like, what exactly is the issue if you don't mind, or if you happen to be on the up and up with it? Because, like, I know it was something like with the 3D chips, and then it was basically like, oh, don't overclock your $700 motherboard, you know? The whole reason you got the $700 motherboard. Hey, Phaedrus. Good to see you, man. Hold on, Granules. Hold up. I want to make sure I read that right. I want to make sure that I read that.
Thank you. And please visit again.
That updating the BIOS would void warranty? You mean the update for their system that they put out would void warranty? Oh, Asus. Oh, Asus. How I wish EVGA was around even more. Oh, that is, I'm wondering if I might be affected now. Honestly, it's like, I mean, it depends on your starting money, but I would say as long as you've got about 150K, you can make decent money trading. You know, obviously the bigger ship you have, the better. But yeah, why not, you know? Yeah, let's see. Okay. Like, I'm on a Ryzen 9 5900, and I'm on like a lower end, you know, tough board. But you know, I'm also not pushing my processor or anything. I'm just keeping to standard parameters. So hopefully I'm okay. Okay, so it's just the 3DX chips. Okay, well, I feel... Okay, I mean, I feel better about myself. I still don't like that that's affecting, you know, all those chips.
Quantum travel engaged.
Well, yes, it is, you know, sponsor-wise.
Landing gear up.
See, I can't do that.
Quantum travel complete.
All my sponsors are viewers like you. Thank you. I don't have any sponsors I can fire. We'll go to Lathan. Yeah, Vatzel, you see, I can't. I'm actually on meds, corticosteroids that make me very large.
Engaged.
Because I've got kidney disease. My organs are slowly bleeding out and dying. So it's either slowly die painfully or be tubby, and I chose tubby. Keeps me warm in the winter, though. Not so much the summer.
Quantum travel
By
complete.
the beards of antiquity.
Thank you, Phaedrus. Thank you, man. That's my favorite one. Thank you, dude. And yeah, Randir, I grew up with a lot of PBS with that viewers like you. I never knew what they meant, but exactly, Turtle. Exactly. Like, you know, I miss being a twink, but I also, like, listen. There's a certain point in kidney disease where you can no longer eat things like oranges, potatoes, various meats, things like that. And also just, you know, withering away and dying. Rather ever be chubby than get there.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, Coyote. That's our word of the day. Incorrigible. Thank you, Coyote. Thank you, man.
Landing complete. Launch complete.
I like incorrigible. I've been called that a lot. I've been called that one a lot. Well, I've been called a lot of words that are a lot ruder, but kind of mean the same. Yeah, Davey, like... You know, and I like potatoes in various formats. Yeah, no worries, man. I am 33. And, like, the whole kidney thing started sneaking up on me actually several years earlier than I realized. And, but, yeah, apparently it's been a thing for a minute. Oh, Vance is fine, man. Like, I get it, you know? It's all good. Because, like, believe me. Like, I understand, like, being hefty and, like, being, you know, like, overweight and whatnot. When I get some exercise in, I whine about it all the time. I went hiking a long while back with a friend. And, he was like, you can rest, you know, like, it's not a race. It's like, oh god, no, I'm gonna make it up this mountain. I hate this mountain, but I'm gonna make it up it. I hated that mountain. Screw that mountain. I hated that mountain. You know, Skeet, yeah, like, you know, the 57, it's a good chip. I think you'd like it. I mean, I've got a 5900 and it's amazing. 5800, yeah, like what UK says, 5800 would be great. Like, it's very hard to go wrong with either or, but 5800, sweet spot. Oh, Klein, I got this off a dead guy. This is just a Hurston armor. I was doing a bunker and he got shot. And, you know, why be inefficient? So I just decided that instead of waiting for his clothes to hit Ross or Tuesday morning or the clearance rack at Walmart, I would just take them now. Is it UK? Nice, I didn't know that. I thought the 3D was the be-all, end-all, you know? Oh, that's tempting, but we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're going to edge back right about there. See if we can hit 1 million before we wrap up today, which being 438. I was getting kind of close, but I think we can do it. That's it, Profeta. While I wait for a kidney donor, I'll take an armor donor. No, I am far off from ever needing a kidney donor right now. Like, at the most, like, I get the inconvenient but totally livable symptoms. I'm not far down. Oh, Mr. E, thank you, man. Well, these are actually mostly all recent from, like, the generation, or, like, the legacy line. I had saved all of mine, and then I lost them to my mother. She decided to get rid of them, including my model trains that were from the 70s, well, early 90s, 80s, and 70s. Like, I had a crap ton of those old 70s Tyco model trains, and, you know, money-wise, they weren't worth a lot, but they meant a lot to me. And, I don't have the time or the space. I definitely don't have the space for model railroading. But, I miss a lot of them trains. And a lot of those Transformers. I mostly miss my Machine Wars Optimus Prime. And, I know nobody cared about Machine Wars, because it was that weird interim between G2 and, Beast Wars, but when I was a child, that was the only Optimus Prime that I had, and he meant so much to me because he was mine. Yeah, Robinson got a face cam now and everything. Actually, Disco Ray sent the camera to me. This wonderful donation from them, and yeah, had to get some furniture and everything. So I could be like, yeah, guys, this is totally what I live like. I didn't buy this stuff for like $80 at an estate sale. No. Oh no, Profeta, no, you're okay, Profeta. You're good. I just want to make this absolutely clear. I make jokes about kidney stuff all the time. There is no soft spot about it. Like, there was this kid I saw the other day. He was like, my knees hurt. And it's like, yeah, look at that. There's a kid with knee problems, and I'm a guy with kidney problems. And, yeah, no, it's not, you know. You guys aren't gonna make me sad about any of that. So, you're good. You don't have to worry about tiptoeing or not saying don't or whatnot or anything like that. You're good, man. You're Gucci. Yeah, Anthony. So okay, Machine Wars was literally just a quick throwaway toy line they did that was just recolors of already made Transformers molds for a lot of stuff that didn't make it over here. Like, it had no comics, no TV, nothing, no tie-in media. It was literally just some retooled molds, and immediately Beast Wars came out, and they were a KB Toys exclusive, so they were sold in like all of 20 places. Yeah, Somatic, I you know, just kind of changing things up. I'll go back to the Caterpillar tomorrow. I'm just using it to quickly make $1 million before we close out the day. Yeah, exactly, Mr. E. You know, I grew up with Beast Wars, Gary Chalk being a stand-in father, all that kind of stuff. No, sadly not, UK. Machine Wars was just a quick... Well, I mean, you already heard my spill about it. But... Yeah, Anthony, like, KB Toys had it. And since I lived in Arkansas, everything hit our KB Toys much, much later, so... I got a Machine Wars Optimus Prime in, like, 1997. And I'm pretty sure they had, stopped making them long after that. I can't tell you how ecstatic I was to get that for Christmas too. Like, that was the best Christmas I'd ever had, I gotta say. Just, you know, thematically, just, you know, and I know I'm looking at through nostalgia glasses, but I can't remember a Christmas where I was happier. Honestly, G, yeah, because I mean, let me look at a... I don't have time to really look at a calendar before I land, but it's the 15th. Invictus starts on the 19th, so I mean, they gotta. I mean, it'll probably go live. I'm gonna bet Wednesday. I like Wednesday. We're gonna go Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Oh yeah, Ote, if you haven't seen the new updates to Hurston and 319, like Area 18 has clouds now. Hurston has a cooler skyline. I'm sorry, am I? I'm flying right over it. I'm flying right over it. And of course it kills my frames because it's Lorville.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Yeah, like they look good. They kill my frames. I mean, look at that. I'm at 18 frames right now.
Alert. Alert.
Oh, we caught the side. Darn. That's my fault.
Landing.
Totally my fault.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Yeah, Russell. I'll tell you what, I'll take him in just a little bit because the timer's about to go off. So I'll take him on the train. But yeah, man. Have a good night. Sleep well. Drink some water too, Russell. Oh man, Beetleborgs. Oh man. I saw a fair share of Beetleborgs. And what was that, like zombie Elvis guy? He had a massive chin. What was his name? Like the whole show didn't really make sense because, like, I know they hung out in like a discount Addams Family style setup, but instead of turning into like sort of like spooky stuff, I know it was just a rehash of, you know, some sort of Kamen Rider wannabe show out of Japan. Like, instead of like turning into sort of appropriately themed spooky stuff, it was just Beetle themed Power Rangers. Hey, Chili. Oh yeah, of course, man. Like I don't know if I could do it. Why is it so bright? That C2 still parked there. I'm terrible when it comes to cinematography.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval Systems Visitors Area. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure there was a person, like the rest of a person back there.
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Ooh. Yeah, like dude looked like Jay Leno. Had like the massive chin. Man. Yeah, like, you know, as a kid, like I enjoyed Power Rangers a bit. You know, obviously, you know, my mom didn't want me watching it. She was like, oh, you know, like he'll learn that violence is good. And it's like, Ma, like I'm not out here punching giant monsters and kaijus and, you know, giant pigs wearing centurion helmets that are weak to spicy food that can eat people. Like, there's not... Whatever. Yeah, pills time. Pills. All right, so... Too many pills. All right, so Tarpeo, bottoms up. Well, yeah, Chili, of course it is. It's possible. Now, getting it to actually, you know, work correctly and everyone be able to do stuff. That one's another, you know, altogether. But uh-oh.
Watch your step when disembarking the train.
There we go. I have taken my pills. Still get the fish oils, but I'll take those later tonight. Because they are big. Hey, Darren. Well, I mean, you know, it's a mix. Even when you've been playing forever and you're all jaded, you still get a little excited. Like, there's always something to look forward to. I mean, everyone's hyped up about the Mist Fury. Yeah, Tim, like, my actual in-game water is low. I've got this water right here, but, I'll get some at the next outpost I'm at. All right. Sell this stuff off. Can we make it to 1 million before I end? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Wild. Like... Here, you know what? I'm gonna grab one right quick. Show you. Wait. I guess I could take some now, couldn't I? But yeah, like this stuff. 2 to 4 of these things a day, and they're annoying. And I've got... Yeah, next run should be it. Ugh. Hate those things. I mean, you know, it's been stable, but the thing is, even when it's open PTU, PTU always has less people than live. So even though this has been pretty good, I don't think it's going to be nearly as stable on live as it is in PTU, just because it's, you know, just how it goes. And yeah, UK, they haven't announced anything yet. Come on. Haha, there we go. Yeah, UK, you know, it's been relevant the last 10 years. It'll be relevant anymore, you know. And no, Chile, it's not that hard. I mean, you can find big groups to sign up with easy. There's a lot of them. Definitely a lot of them. Yeah, that is true, Moonraker. Like, it was great on PTU. It went to live, and it was... Ooh, it was garbage. Oh, it was garbage. And I'm hoping 319 is better, but... won't know until it actually releases.
Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
Alright, one more run. Should do it. Or probably take that run to ArcCorp. Oh yeah, G. That link should still work. Yeah, now Kaiju's got a point. Oh, Chili, you won't find me in a lot of big groups, man. I'm very bad at following orders.
To the ASOP
I'm also very bad at group
system.
management. I work better in a
Vehicle selected.
smaller group.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Yeah, Parker. Hopefully traffic stays alive. And Anthony, why can't you play? Like, do you mean PU, PTU, or in general? Because, there's a lot of excuses for not playing Star Citizen, that's for sure. Yeah, Anthony, of course. Actually, should have popped up with the Stream Elements bot there. And, should be a link for it, actually, in the stream description somewhere, too. Although, don't quote me on any of those links working. I need to double check to make sure they're still active. Chili. Sometimes you just gotta catch me, but like, you know, I team up and do stuff with people, just usually not a huge organized thing. Because in Star Citizen, one person being able to play the game unimpeded is already a miracle. 6 to 10 people, especially playing together and not having a crash a desktop or some sort of other issue, that's a... You might as well go and buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, I know, Anthony. That's fair. That's fair. Like, I'm right there with you. Like, I backed October 2014, and you know, it's something that I've definitely paid attention to a lot since then. You know, some months and years more than others, but ooh, oh, it's a slog. It's a slog. That is true. Yeah. Yeah, birthdays need a bit of security, that's for sure.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Clear to launch.
Is this... Ah, yes, there we go. Turn that off for now because we're in Loreville where I have no frames. I mean, it really depends on the day. Sometimes it's in Revenant, sometimes it's Flaky, sometimes it's Parker, sometimes it's a whole mess of people. It just depends on who's got some time and wants to jump in. You know, it's not like a thing that rotates. Oh, that's fair too, Anthony. Yeah, gee, I'm gonna grab some hydration at, what is it called? Bezdek.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yeah, see, Chili, that's the big thing too. Like, right now, there's very little need to have a group. Like, you can argue it for, you know, mining jobs or running multi-crew and whatnot, but there's very few ships that need multi-crew either. So, like, there's large groups, but some of them are just large for the sake of being large. Or, you know, they're just after numbers. You join up and it's like, great, you know, who do I play with? Who do I report to? And you just got a bunch of randos, and sometimes that is the way to do it, because you can make good friends with those randos. Oh, yeah, Parker. Yeah, I haven't set one up for org yet. I'm still trying to figure out if I even want to run an org. I have literally just kept my org because I liked the Taipan tag, and I didn't want to lose it.
Engage. Landing gear up.
Yeah, Tara, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming by. And have a good night.
Quantum travel complete.
All right. Swing by Bezdek. I think we did Lathan last time. See, Anthony, I don't know if I got the management for it. But I could try. I could try. Yeah, Chili, right? Yeah, like what Red and Black said. And also, good to see you, Red and Black. You don't have 100 people on a server right now. It's just organizing all of that. Like, it's exponentially difficult. You know, Anthony, I hate to say you're right, but you're probably right. Like, there's some big personalities out there who aren't streamers, but I hate that. And I feel like there's a lot of just arbitrary streamer protection in as well. Oh, speaking of, you guys want to see something good? So, Crumpet got me a little something, and I think my fellow Star Citizen players can appreciate this. Hold on. All right, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for something that we've slung on the forums back and forth? Look at that. Look at that. Got a whole mess of stuff in here. I wanna hang this behind me somewhere, so the next time I get, you know, pirated, I can go on about Care Bears and whatnot. Sorry, I like overblew my my landing. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Yeah, Rock. Like, there's a lot of administration in it. And there are some really well-organized large orgs out there. Synchronizers, oh god, what is the name of that org that Stick runs? Vanguard? It's a very large Australian-based org. Or at least Australian server-based org. The dude's got a huge build-up. And, you know, he's done really well. You know, Mystery, I am, you know. I am. I mean, Anthony, that is also fair. Like, my big thing is, like, once you get a big group, or even just, you know, a small group, too, it'll happen. Eventually, there's going to be some drama. And drama always happens over something that's small. And the reason it gets out of control is because both parties on both sides see as it being a small thing that their particular side should be the correct one because it's a small thing. That's how big fallouts happen over a small thing. Some little, you know, small asinine thing. But yeah, okay, Rock, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I was trying to remember if it was Vanguard or not. Like, I remember when Stick was just getting started. And he had, like, I think maybe 12 people in his group. It's like, hey, man, you want to join? I'm like, nah, thanks. So, and you know what he did? He respected that. He was cool. And Stick's always been a good guy. Like, he's just always okay. Why does it's like up here to the side? Yeah, you know, he's always been a good guy. So if you ever play on the Australian servers and Stick hits you up, might not be a bad idea. I don't know. Yeah, Parker, that is also a thing too. Oh yeah, E. Oh, E, have you seen the all the stuff around for Greasy right now? They're They're all fighting the YouTubes. Hey, Dead Sea. And yeah, Boris, like, I saw that, I was like, oh my god. I've got a... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I got a little Care Bear. Yeah. Make that my profile picture on what do you call it? Spectrum. Yeah. Here's a safe place with even-tempered opinions. All right, we'll buy this. That should break the million, and we'll be good. We will be good. So I'm thinking, and again, I am kind of playing in a, I'm not gonna say a closed environment, but a mostly by myself environment. But there's things out there that are a lot better than, or at least very similar to Lerna, like a barrel. Like right now, running barrel, you can actually make like 400,000 a run. And even 300,000 a run is still, like, you know, good. And there's a lot more barrel than Laranite. Yeah, Boris, you like it? You like the little Care Bear? It arrived today. Yes, Dead Sea. I've actually thought about it a lot. I've been doing a lot of number running, so I can pretty much tell you what's gonna happen, Dead. Here's the problem. Gold is virtually non-existent. We have one location that has gold. It has a refresh of less than 1 SCU per minute. Globally. Across all servers. You know, all the servers that share that stock. So you'll be able to grab a couple of SCUs, but realistically, I would not count gold as a viable commodity for any size ship. Diamond's gonna start great. Diamond is very expensive. It's gonna start great. It's gonna go to crap. Diamond has a very low refresh rate. I think the highest refresh rate is 16 SCU per minute. And there's a lot more of it than gold, and it's a lot more spread out, but it's going to be really hard to fill up on. I actually think the surprise takeaway is going to be barrel, because it makes basically what the old Laranite numbers were, but there's a lot of it. Price will probably end up surging on it because, you know, it's basically going to be Laranite. But, you know, that has a refresh rate of like, I think like 150 a minute. And it's spread out enough that you can actually support a viable trade network on it. But gold, I wouldn't worry about. Diamond is nice and makes a ton of money, but with a small refresh rate, you give it a week, and yeah, I think it's going to be about barrel. I'm going to put my money on barrel. So Red, I started with 110,000. I did have help though. Crow gave me 200k, which saved me probably about 40 minutes. Maybe an hour. Yeah, Boris? See, I never got to watch a lot of Care Bears. Because, you know, they were, for my time, primarily 80s. And I was born in 89. And most of my exposure to that era of stuff was Transformers. Like, my mom had dated a guy who had grown up with Transformers, and he pretty much made it his mission to introduce me to Transformers. And there was a little bit that rubbed off, you know, like Thundercats, Jim and the Holograms, you know, bit of He-Man. But the only amount of Care Bears I ever really got to see was that anti-drug cartoon they did. That had like the huge epic crossover like Bugs Bunny, Winnie the Pooh, Ninja Turtles, Care Bears. That was really my only experience with it. You know, Coyote?
Quantum travel complete.
That's not a bad idea. I feel like he'd also have a cigar. Hey, Crumpet. So red and black, yes and no. If you know SC Trade Tools or Galog, the prices and things they have right now for 318, everything but gold is correct. Everything but gold. Past that, yeah, like past that, like refresh rates, maximum caps, all those are correct. The thing about gold, they deleted all gold locations except for Shubin SCD-1. I actually made a post asking them to reintroduce it to Kudra
Please
Ore
proceed to assigned landing bay.
because, one, with the current numbers, I mean, it's worse than drugs as far as availability goes. In fact, while we're here, while I'm on the train, I'm gonna push that thread. If you guys could upvote it, because, you know, more trade for us. Because, like, Kudra Ore only has a refresh rate of 6, so it's not like there's gonna be a bunch of gold anyway. And at the same time, I keep forgetting to do my wings, don't I? Yeah, I do. That's me. That's on.
Landing complete.
But anyway, it's 6 SCU refresh rate per minute, and no armistice. So, you know, yo ho ho. So it's the, what do? Do you go with a super low refresh rate that's safe, or do you try to camp out, get some gold from the higher end place, and then get yo-hoed for your trouble? Wes. I'm lazy. I'm sorry. I'll probably repair it once I get out of here, but with it being 5:12, I'm probably just gonna store the ship, sell it, and then log here for the night. So I'll repair it tomorrow. How about that? Hey, Pricey. Good to see you, man. Yeah, crap. I don't know if you saw, but the Care Bear stuff came in, and the Transformers, and I had to wait at the post office for a while. Yes, Dead Sea, they removed gold from all locations except Daymar. And even then, just one location at Daymar. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Wait, Phaedrus, what are popples? Yeah, Anthony, like, I technically have one now, but we've pretty much been in hibernation until trade gets better. It's called Taipan Trading. It's fairly loose organization structure.
Please visit us again.
Yeah, that'll probably be stored by the time I get there. Wait, hold on, Phaedrus, is that popples or poppies? Can't differentiate between the two from this distance. I need to move my... what do you call it? Screen box, monitor. I need to move my monitor closer. Yeah, Flaky. I drive one every now and then. You know, I do own one. I do actually own a C2. I thought about getting rid of it, though. Gotcha, Phaedrus. Yeah, see, I didn't get it on that one. A lot of things from the 80s that I missed.
Trespassing or attempting
Yeah, Dad, have a good one, man. Take care.
serious and dangerous offense.
And yeah, Flaky, I know. Like, the Caterpillar handles worse, has less fuel, less pilot gun, less
Stop, Central
HP,
Station.
less agility. But it's got heart. Less cargo. Anthony, it's here. I'm just gonna type it out. And the org tag is just Taipan. Like the snake. Just Taipans are cool. And I later found out that Taipan was like Chinese slang for, like, you know, boss. Or like a head honcho. And not the reason we went with the name, but it's like, yeah,
Now arriving,
that
Central Station. Please
that
watch your
works.
step when
That helps.
disembarking the train.
that lines up. That checks out. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we're pretty much in hibernation. Really need to dust it off. I'd like to do more with it. It's just between administration stuff and whatnot. It's very difficult to manage and try to encourage people and whatnot. Especially because a lot of the time, you know, I find myself just, you know, lone wolfing it for the sake of being by myself, you know? Yeah, Coyote? You'll have to tell me about it. Don't got a lot of time left, because I'm probably going to log after I sell this low. Look at these guys. Their weird Mass Effect Krogan suits. Ah, Patrons. Oh, you overestimate my ambition. You overestimate my ambition. I think sloth is probably my greatest sin. Yeah, Flaky? See, I'm also really bad about checking those because it doesn't give you a notification anywhere on the website. You have to go manually look at those notifications or the applications. Otherwise, they'll sit there forever. Gotcha, Coyote. I'll take a look at it. Hold on, let's look at something. I've got a high inventory. So what does that make the price of Laranite now? Oh, it's actually still the same. Neat. I'm good with that. Parker, do we mean like scooter, like Borderlands scooter? Yeah, we can start with Daymar. You know, it's nice. All right, there we go. Yeah, we hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, broke 1 million. 1.1 gives us a little bit of buffer. So yeah. And then once we get a little bit more, we can just start filling up on stuff like barrel and making 300,000 a run. We'll do that tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Drink some water. And if you're feeling glum, have a snack. Yep. Okay, I was hoping there might be a secret up here, but there's not. So, but yeah, have a snack. I bought some. I bought some cookies that I left in the car, and it's the middle of May, so they're probably all melted. So I'm gonna go replace those cookies now. But you guys have a good night, enjoy yourselves. Don't leave cookies in a hot car. Or really anything in a hot car, for that matter. And, yeah, until then, until next time. Keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.